introduction shows you're on air right now. Go ahead and do that.
My name is Patty Boylen. I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm a mom to three beautiful children, and I became politically awake back in 2008 when I realized that the media was pushing a Manchurian candidate on us. He had absolutely no experience. He and his background did not match up to anything that we were being told. Not one thing. And I like to read and do my research, and it was not matching up for me. And what was coming out of his mouth did not equal what he was raised with. So I unfortunately, along with a lot of other people now, have been proven right.
Right. And I want to ask you a question. Since you're in Michigan, what's the latest news about the Pat Car plant? I mean, the Pat Car, you get the biggest facility in Detroit, and there's supposed to be a buyer, and I guess that fell through. What's going on now? Do you have any idea what's going on right now?
I have no idea, but I did live in Detroit for a time, and Mayor Coleman Young was the mayor, and the city was so corrupt. I can't imagine anyone bringing business into that city or any kind of commerce with the way things are being run right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that city is just not going to turn around unless they have some real hard awakenings, which, is happening. They're shutting the water off on residents because they can't pay their bills. I mean, it's a situation that's gone from bad to extremely bad, bankrupt. There's nothing growing in Detroit. I lived in Grosse Pointe for a time. It was still nice there, still lots of homes. Ford Motor was running the city, and now Ford's gone, and there's just nothing.
And guess what Henry Ford said? Henry Ford, I'm talking about Henry Ford the senior, the first, Henry, not the third one, not the fourth one, not Henry Ford the second. No, I'm talking about the very first one. Henry Ford Senior said, if Ford ever goes from Detroit, so will America. And boy, was he right about that. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Businesses are leaving out of this country completely. They're leaving in droves right now. And you're not gonna believe what they want to do on the ballot here in California. You got to hear it, and in Oregon and well as Washington State and Nevada. What they want to do is for people who have a business. I'm talking about the property taxes. People have a business. They want to put a $2,000 property tax on a small business owner. So this is in Oregon, California, Washington, and Nevada. That's correct, for trying to get raising money to actually get revenue going to the state. And you know what's going to happen, don't you? People are just not going to handle that. They're going to they're going to go to Texas.
Oh, it's happening already. I mean, it's just mass exodus out of California. But, it's just the whole view on everything in this world is so completely upside down. And the reason why you and I started talking yesterday was my post on what's happening in Canada. And it's, we're living in very, very dark times right now. I feel it. I think a lot of Americans are feeling it. We are completely uneasy with this president. He has absolutely no desire to call out terrorism when it's terrorism. He is constantly backing the side of radical Muslims, saying things like, let's not jump to conclusions, let's wait and see, calling terrorism tragic acts instead of terrorism.
Workplace violence.
When Colleen Huford got her head cut off in Oklahoma, he has still not said one thing about that. Not one word from our president. Not a phone call to her family. There was no entourage from D.C. sent to her funeral. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. His silence is deafening on this issue.
Right.
And if people need to wake up to the fact that we have a Muslim sympathizer in the White House. I'm just going to come out and say it. I don't care. I'm tired of being quiet about it. It's absolutely absolutely, it's almost on purpose and ridiculous.
Right. And one thing too, as you know, with John Kerry being in Gaza a couple of weeks ago, he said for people who want to come to America, people from ICE, from Syria, as long as they respect the Constitution and freedom in America, uh, they'll be walking open arms. And this past week, guess what ICE has said? They came out and made a statement, said, well, for first thing when we come to America, we want to go to Christian private schools and behead little children, behead them.
I know. I mean, the thing is the way the media is drumming this up, especially the guy in Canada, that, he was recently radicalized. What does that mean, recently? I mean, I don't care if he was a choir boy 3 days ago. The fact of the matter is, he followed the book, the Quran, and he went out and killed people.
He's a terrorist.
You all read from the same book. I don't care if you're radicalized, if you're moderate, or if you're a Muslim who keeps their mouth closed and kneels on your prayer rug every day. You all read from the same book.
Mm-hmm. And the only thing that categorizes a good Muslim is a dead Muslim. There you go. I said it right there.